Here for our second segment, talking about the economic implication of U.S. visa restriction on Nigerians, and not just Nigeria alone, on some members of West African countries, citizens. The U.S. government's recent decision to impose visa restriction on Nigerians and all ECOWAS member countries has created a significant turbulence within the West African economic and diplomatic environment. The effect on most Nigerian citizens is on majority of them who normally go to US either for tourism or for medical or for education, but the US government have now put a restriction that it won't be more than 3 months when it comes for a single visa. Initially, this kind of visa normally goes for 5 years or thereabout, but at this point in time, it has not become an issue that the US government is now reviewing. And one of the reasons why they putting out this review is that the US government is looking at their security breaches that have been impacted by various citizens across the world that are coming into the US, and also looking at aspect of criminal data analysis. Someone asked me, what is criminal data analysis? For instance, US government have been able to discover that a lot of criminals are coming to their territory, and most times when they give them this long visa stay, they use that to perpetuate their stay in US and stay longer than necessary. For instance, when a citizen of a particular country is given 3-month visa in the US, either for educational purpose or for tourism purpose, they end up staying beyond the particular official limit that have been given to them. And this has become a challenge to the US government. Although many are also attributing the issue to the recent President Donald Trump outburst against his supposed enemies like the Chinese government, like the Russian government and the rest of them. Even critics in Nigeria are not also far from it. And that has become a challenge. Prof, let's join Professor Sherif right now. Prof, a very good day to you, sir.
Yeah, good afternoon.
All right. So
thank you for having me.
So sorry that we have to bust you here and there and bring you right now to the show at this point in time. But you have been reading a lot about the U.S. government visa restriction, not just on Nigeria, but members of West African countries. What's your reaction to this latest information?
I'm very happy for visa restrictions to be imposed on Nigeria and other African countries. I'm very happy. I'm very excited. In fact, if that should be extended to more, I will campaign, for Donald Trump to even continue to impose the visa for the next 10 or 20 years to come. Because some people might discover or see it negative, but it is actually a positive thing. Why? Because we have people who will steal our money and run to the United States of America just for holiday or just to relax. So whatever that is seen in the United States of America or we can enjoy in the United States of America, we can at the same time make that in our country and enjoy it. Are we being cursed or are we cursed that we cannot better our lives? We cannot build our infrastructure. We cannot build our economy. So why are we just still running? If you go to all these embassies, you see Nigerians. In every embassy, Nigerians are looking for visa and they are trying to leave the country. So this is actually a lesson for Nigerian leadership and Nigerians. And I'm very happy. I don't wish to leave Nigeria no matter what the difficulty. So therefore, Nigerians should actually reflect on this. Nigerian leadership will also re-strategize and know what is the next action point. We must not just link to United States of America or United Kingdom. You better the economy, you better the lives of the people, build infrastructure, attract foreign direct investments. Americans will come to Nigeria, they will visit us. We collect their money, they visit our Aso Rock, Zuma Rock, and all our tourist sites and attractions. So why must we be parading to the US, UK, and other places? We are so rich and so blessed in this particular country that we can attract people from Europe, Asia, Caribbean, and Latin America.
Prof, I think your submission are quite very instructive at this point. But let's also look at other countries that also brought this same similar restriction. Just in a flurry of US visa restriction. We're also seeing UAE. Then we also see UK bringing e-visa. And critics are saying the government, particularly President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, must take it and be able to correct some of the abnormality that we are seeing. But there's a question I want to ask right now, Prof. You are an international political economist expert. People are also saying maybe because our romance with BRICS is also engineering this particular move by US and other countries across the world.
Even though I did not actually clearly get your question, but let me speculate and provide a kind of an overture towards that. You see, when you have a kind of an international engagement, Donald Trump has made it very clear, and he's even deporting people from the United States of America from Spanish extraction, taking people back. South Sudan has been identified as a destination of, such people that the United States of America is arresting as criminals, those who entered the U.S. illegally, those who work in the U.S. illegally. The United States of America under Donald Trump is arresting such people. And where did he discover in Africa is South Sudan now. Just like what the United Kingdom had tried to do to get all illegal migrants dumped in Rwanda. Along the way, this particular agreement got a K-leg. So therefore, Africa shouldn't be a dumping ground. Africa is full of potentialities, intellectuals, resources. So what I'm trying to say here is that you cannot actually accuse any policy made by Donald Trump, because Donald Trump is a replica of any form of policy he has formulated. This is not the first time. We've had it before. Donald Trump does not even respect Africa and Africans. So there is no reason whatsoever you continue to take yourself where you are not wanted. If Africans look for any other place, it is usually said that charity begins at home. So in international relations, every state has that particular prerogative to allow or disallow visa entry. And every state has the prerogative, it has the right to actually discriminate in terms of visa. So that is why some state will actually stipulate that we allow visa on arrival. In some cases, it is an electronic visa. In some cases, you apply, you don't even get the visa. And Africa is also problematic because there are African countries that Africans cannot easily travel to and cannot easily get visa. So why don't we blame such African countries? Try to apply for South African visa. Try to apply for other countries' visa, even within, Africa. So literally, the point here is that if I see you, I identify you as not important, as to be in my country. How will I allow you to come to my country? This is one.
Exactly.
Secondly, hold on. Secondly, if you cannot solve your insecurity, your level of insecurity, why should I allow you to come to my country and contribute to the existing insecurity in my country? So places like Afghanistan, Pakistan, and the rest of them are the type of countries that the United States of America and European Union usually restrict visa on.
Exactly.
So if it should come to Nigeria, it means that there is something wrong with Nigeria. If we contribute immensely, forget about the number of doctors, Nigerian doctors that are in UK or US, they so wish to go.
Prof, we have to leave it here for now. Prof, we have to leave it here for now. It's a developing issue, and we will definitely bring you on so that we can have a deep, discussion around it, particularly with the BRICS conference that is on and other issues developing around it. So thank you so much for coming on the show, and we'll definitely engage you more on this. All right, I've been speaking with Prof. Sherry.